Don't miss any content. Don't forget to subscribe and click the notification bell.
Video is sponsored by 1xBet. 1xBet offers you the best odds, the fastest payouts, and the best deals in sports betting. Open an account at 1xBet today and get a bonus with my special promo code. The link is in the description. Hey guys, welcome back to Sahara Football. It's a fine morning here once again. I'm here to bring you updates in the world of football, locally and abroad, with Ghanaian players abroad and so much more. Welcome back to the channel. As usual, I'm your host, Selassie Fiawe. Today I'm going to talk to you about the story of how Prince Boateng signed a loan deal with FC Barcelona. I'm going to give you the full details. Details have come out on how his transfer was made possible. I'm also going to tell you about Asamoah Gyan's injury, his latest injury setback in a friendly game that KAYSERISPOR took part in. We all know last weekend there was no football in both the Turkish league and the French league. So Asamoah Gyan's team, KAYSERISPOR, took part in a friendly and he was involved in an incident that led to an injury. And we're going to hear also from Captain AYEW, who says that it's going to be much tougher to win AFCON 2019 with 24 teams involved. As usual, if you're new to the channel, I advise you to subscribe to this channel and click on the notification bell to get more updates. But before I begin today's stories, I'll talk to you about the normalization committee special competition. Match day 2 is tomorrow. Yes, Wednesday. There'll be matches going on at the various centers. I'll take you through the fixtures before I begin my stories for today. So as I said, I'll start off with the normalization committee special competition, match day 2. The fixtures are on your screen right now. I'll take you through them. For Premier A, Adriana Stars will take on 11 Wonder Stars on Wednesday 3 p.m. Bechem United versus Ashanti Gold Wednesday at 3 p.m. as well. Mediama SC taking on Kotoko, who will look to add to their 3 points that they garnered against Adriana Stars. That's on April 4th at 3 p.m. and Wow Stars versus Bergum Chelsea has been postponed. And Premier B, Dreams FC versus Kerala United, that's on Thursday. And on Wednesday, Elmina Sharks versus Hearts of Oak, that's on Wednesday as well. Liberty Professionals versus Ebusian Dwarfs is on Wednesday 3rd April 3 p.m. Now Wafa versus Inter Allies is on Wednesday 3 p.m. as well. So these are the fixtures you can look forward to tomorrow and Thursday as well in the normalization committee special competition. So let me just get to my stories for today, and the story of how Prince Boateng came to sign for Barcelona. Yes, the story has been revealed, how Prince Boateng came to sign for FC Barcelona. And we all know it hasn't been a great time there for Prince Boateng at Barcelona. He's been struggling for playing time. Many of you want him back in the Black Star squad, but Coach Kwesi Appiah is saying that Prince Boateng has to apologize to the nation. I did a story on that, talked about whether you guys wanted an apology. It was split, and I think most of you guys did not want an apology. It was really tight. Comments were really tight, and most of you did not want an apology. But this is a story of how Prince Boateng even came on the radar of FC Barcelona as a player they should consider for the backup striker position. So the story says here, Spanish giants Barcelona signed Ghanaian forward Prince Boateng after Nigerian forward Odion Igalo rejected a loan move from the Catalans. Now, according to Igalo, the prospect of being a second striker with the La Liga champions was not a good idea for him after he scored 21 goals last season in the Spanish Super League. Now, this is what he said. My agent spoke to me about a loan interest from Barcelona. The club wanted a striker with La Liga experience and someone who understands Spanish football, Igalo told BBC Sports. It was meant to be a 6-month loan deal and strictly as a backup striker. It was nice to hear that Barcelona were interested, and any footballer would be more than happy to take it. But with due respect, I had just finished a season as second top scorer in the Spanish Super League with 21 goals. I deserve better and didn't want to be a short-term player elsewhere. We rejected it. It was an easy decision to make, and I chose to stay in China by joining Shanghai Shenhua on a longer contract, Igalo added. So this is how Prince Boateng came on the radar of FC Barcelona. Odion Igalo rejected the loan move initially, and his agent told him, and they rejected the move because he felt he deserved better. He felt he had been a top goal scorer in the Chinese league, 21 goals, second highest goal scorer in the Chinese league actually, and he did not accept that deal. And the deal said strictly a backup striker. He felt, with all due respect, he deserved better and did not want to stay in that position. I think that is when Prince Boateng came on the radar of FC Barcelona. With their great relationship with Sassuolo, they contacted Prince Boateng and the club, and a deal was brokered, and the rest, as they say, is history. That is how come Prince Boateng joined FC Barcelona. Let me know your thoughts on this. Do you think Ighalo was right to reject this move? Do you think he missed a chance? And do you think Prince Boateng should have accepted it now that you know the backstory to it? Let me know your thoughts about all this in the comments box, and it's quite interesting to me, but let me know your thoughts in the comments box about this whole situation of how Prince Boateng came on the radar of FC Barcelona. To my next story, it's about Black Stars captain Asamoah Gyan. Yes, Asamoah Gyan, we all know, did not play in the international friendly. He was not called up by coach KAYSERISPOR, and it's like Asamoah Gyan will surely go to AFCON 2019, but he has suffered another injury setback. Yes, KAYSERISPOR were involved in a friendly over last weekend as their league had not resumed, and Asamoah Gyan suffered an injury in that game. So I'll read the story to you right now. It says Asamoah Gyan suffers fresh injury. Now, Ghana captain Asamoah Gyan looks for yet another spell on the sidelines after suffering another injury while playing for Turkish giant KAYSERISPOR in their friendly against Adana Demirspor on Saturday. Now, the 33-year-old was replaced in the 53rd minute by the match of the match by Kusher after clutching his thigh in what looked like a hamstring injury. Now, Gyan had recently recovered from an injury that kept him on the sidelines for a while. The Ghana captain was being prepared for next week's league match against Sivasspor as injuries have ravaged the KAYSERISPOR camp. Gyan looked to have created an anxious moment for the visiting goalkeeper soon after the break, but the Ghana ace remained on the ground, sparking worrying faces among the bench. He remained on the ground as the medical team ruled that Gyan could not continue the match that they lost 2-1 with tests scheduled for the Ghana player immediately. Now, the 33-year-old striker, who played 27 minutes in the 3-0 defeat away to Rayspor in the Super League before the international break, was hoping to continue his return to form. Gyan returned to a group training with the Turkish club KAYSERISPOR last month after spending about 4 weeks on the sidelines with injury. He has struggled for playing time at his club KAYSERISPOR in Turkey this season due to injuries. The Ghana captain has been battling with injury since moving to Turkey in 2017. He has featured only 8 times for the club this season in the top flight, scoring 1 goal. So that's the story of Asamoah Gyan's injury woes there. He's still struggling with his injuries, and he's still positive he can make it to AFCON 2019. This is an injury he suffered in a friendly last weekend. KAYSERISPOR are hoping to get him back into the field next weekend, that is this weekend, for their league game. Remember, they have a lot of players who are already injured, and Asamoah Gyan, if he gets injured, will leave KAYSERISPOR really handicapped. And Asamoah Gyan is confident of going to the AFCON 2019. Do you think Asamoah Gyan should be at AFCON 2019? Captain, fantastic. Many are feeling that we need a new person there in the striking position, but Asamoah Gyan, with his experience, I think will be a great addition to the squad. But let me know your thoughts in the comments box as well. Asamoah Gyan going to AFCON 2019. Do you think it is great for us following his injury problems here? So the next story says Asamoah Gyan to have scan today following that injury. Now, KAYSERISPOR striker Asamoah Gyan will undergo a scan today, that was yesterday, Monday, to ascertain the level of his injury. The Ghana captain lasted 53 minutes and was stretched off as he sustained a leg injury in KAYSERISPOR friendly with Adana Demirspor on Saturday. Now, Gyan has been battling with fitness, just picked a fresh injury and could be another setback. Often used as a backup striker, Gyan decided to stay at Antalya-based club this season after accepting a pay slash. He has made 8 Super League appearances, scoring 1 goal this season. So Asamoah Gyan having his scan he had his scan yesterday. I'll let you know the results as and when I get them. We hope it's nothing serious. We hope he gets back on his feet and plays for KAYSERISPOR and is in contention for the AFCON 2019, which the draw will be taking place in April this month, the 12th of April. On Friday, the AFCON 2019 draw. We'll know which team will be facing who, and we'll know who Ghana will be facing in the group stages. So to my final story, and it has to do with AFCON 2019. Captain of the side, Andre Ayew, says winning the AFCON 2019 with 24 teams, it's going to be much tougher. I don't know how he sees it, but he says with more teams participating, it's going to be much tougher to win the AFCON 2019 for Ghana. We all know we are trying to break our 37-year trophy drought. Last time we won an AFCON was 37 years ago against Libya in the final, and we are hoping that we are fortunate enough like that at first to win it in a North African country once again. So the story says here, assistant skipper of the Black Stars, Andre Ayew, fears it will be difficult task to win the AFCON 2019 with a new format of 24 teams. Now, according to him, the previous 16-team format was not easy ordeal for participating teams, let alone a 24-team expanded tournament. But he stressed that his teammates were committed to the task of making it to the final at this year's competition in Egypt. Now, the expanded competition means that the winning side in Egypt will have to play 7 matches, one more than the previous format with 16 teams. Now, the midfielder noted that together with his teammates, they would take each match at a time and derive strength from their quality in depth and the victories they secure in each match. This is what he said. It is going to be difficult. It's not going to be easy. Even with 16, it was not easy. But we will take each match at a time and do what we can to reach the final, he said in an interview in Accra. Barring any major injury, Ayew is expected to be one of the mainstays of Coach Kwesi Appiah's side as Ghana attempts to end the 37-year trophy drought in Africa's most prestigious competition. Now, the Fenerbahce star was not born when famous father Abedi Pele and Coach Kwesi Appiah won Ghana's 4th and last AFCON title with Libya in 1982. But he goes into his seventh tournament with a wealth of experience and the weight of expectation from Ghanaians. Currently, Ghana's all-time leading scorer at the AFCON with 8 goals alongside Asamoah Gyan. Ayew thinks that the Stars will go to Egypt with high ambitions to win the competition, and for the midfield star, he will hope to be the 3rd lucky time, having been on the losing side in the final in 2010 and 2015 tourneys when Ghana lost to Egypt and Cote d'Ivoire respectively. This is what he said. We are still very much committed towards winning the AFCON, and our attention has always been on that, he noted. So that is it. Do you think it's much tougher with 24 teams? Let me know your thoughts in the comments box. According to Andre Ayew, it is going to be much tougher. That has been it for today, guys. I will bring you updates on the Normalization Committee fixtures for midweek match day 2 and the story of how Prince Boateng joined FC Barcelona and Asamoah Gyan's injury woes at KAYSERISPOR. Don't forget to open an account with 1xBet. The link is in the description. I'll see you guys in the next one. Enjoy your day.